Okay, I wanted to do a video of how to replace the front wheel on a radio flyer, big flyer. This is the style that has the 3 open wheels, but it's very similar for pretty much any of the radio flyer big wheels. Suggestion, I've done this a couple times. My wife runs an in-home daycare, so over time the plastic breaks. The pedals are held on with this little just pressure push on clip, and then supposedly you can take those off. I have the original. The first time we replaced this wheel, took that off. We did not buy the set with the extra pedals, excuse me. So first time I went to take this off, had a bear of a time, couldn't get it. So I finally just broke those clips off, and what I actually ended up doing was zip tying. Just put a zip tie right in there, and that held for a full year. This time I was obviously able to pry that out, and then we bought the set that comes with the wheel and the pedals. That's what you get direct from Radio Flyer. I think the time before we bought off eBay or Amazon or something and only got the wheel. So first thing, I'm going to take the pedal off. It is a bear. It is hard, so if it breaks, it breaks. I just got frustrated the first time, cut it off, used a zip tie. This time, I don't care about it. I can throw that one away. I've got a new one. So you get that off, and then you want to flip this over. I already prepped this, did one of them. So you can see 2 screws in there. It's held on right there. These are already loosened. You could see on the ground, I had the one that goes on that side. So just 2 screws, Phillips head screwdriver. Take those off. Wheel comes off then. So then the next thing you need to do is pop off the red plastic clips. That is fairly simple. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I just have a little flathead screwdriver, any sort of pry tool you can get under there. Just kind of start prying up, prying that out. You can see it comes out in 2 parts. The other side is the exact same thing. 2 parts, and they mesh around that flat part. So on the opposite side we have literally the exact same thing over here. So I'm going to pop that one out, and then the other last part, if you want it. Okay, you can see that doesn't come with the white part, but you can see the holes. So this, we just pry under there and do the same thing. Just kind of get under there. Try to do this one-handed and pop that out. There it goes. And then we go to the next one. So I'm going to finish doing that up. Put that through. So I'm going to finish popping that out, and we'll put the other one back on. Okay, got it all popped apart. Just wanted to show you how this goes. See, it's got a big and a small on each one. You just line that up. The other side matches it. So just line it up on this side. And just compresses together all the way around. So I'm going to finish putting that together. You just squeeze each one at a time. This one's already secured, so I'm going to go around and finish each of those. So I'll do that off camera, and then I'll show you putting the pedals on. Okay, took 10 seconds, got that all squeezed on. Easier with 2 hands since I'm videoing myself. So now I just need to get this put on. Pretty straightforward. Doesn't even matter which 2 go together. They line up in there and in here. You can do this ahead of time, like I'm showing here, or you can already have it through the wheel. So feed it through the kind of center wheel slot. Line everything up so you can see it's pretty obvious how it lines up in there. So get that lined up, push one side in and through, and then grab the other side. Again, I'm doing this one-handed. If you got two hands, this is even easier. Just gonna slide this in. Oop, I got that one pushed too far. There we go. So that one's not holding the plastic anymore, so I could get this side, focus, could get this side in here. So now it's holding, and then I can just squeeze those together. As I squeeze that one in, this one stays. So I'm gonna, again, do this with two hands. I'm gonna push that in, compression, in just a second. Now before I do that, I'll grab this pedal, and it is just going to go right over the end here and squeeze on. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. Yeah, I'll probably have to set this up so I can push on it. So I'm gonna tighten that, and then I'll show you how I get that on. And then we're just screwing it back onto there with those two pieces. Really straightforward, nice and simple, and you'll be all done. Okay, so it is all done. Took a second or two just to squeeze that. All I had to do is just squeeze those two together. And then to put this on, it is literally just a compression. So I put my hand right here, my other hand over here, squeeze. Again, took 2-3 seconds. You do have to put a lot of pressure to get that to pop over, but you shouldn't need a vise or hammer or any sort of tools. Just squeeze really hard. Then you just take your screwdriver, put those two plastic pieces back on, and you are golden. You're good to go. The back wheels didn't need it this year. They needed it last year, so maybe I'll do a video on that in the future. Here's what I'm left with. My old one. Recycle that. Recycle that. Like I said, those are tough to get on. Now I've got a second one for later, and next time I'll just replace the other wheel. I've got a nice new wheel on this side, kind of old ratty wheel on this side, so next time I have to do this, I'll just buy a wheel wherever I can find it cheapest, eBay, Amazon, direct from Big Flyer, and not have to buy a pedal set with it. I'll just cut this pedal off if I can't slide it off, because like I said, that's pretty difficult to get over there. At least in my experience, it is way easier to buy the extra pedals. So that is the Radio Big Flyer, big wheel, how to replace the front wheel.